So in this video, I'm going to give you a quick overview of the layout of Microsoft Word, and then I'm going to show you how to do footnotes, which is an easy way to put references into your document. And finally, I will show how you can format your document to make it look more professional. So here I am in Microsoft Word, and I've got a very simple document here that I have written. And what I want to do is I want to do a couple of things. I want to be able to add sources and references for when I've used information that I found from another source. I need to reference that, and I also want to format this so it looks like a nice professional document at the end. Now, before we start doing either of those things, just to give you a little bit of a tour around how Word works. You've got the ribbon at the top, which is divided into different tabs. Okay, some of the tabs are very useful, like insert for putting pictures in and icons and things like that. Design is also a very important one, where you can really customize the design, the color, and the format of your document, so we'll come back to that one. The other one we're going to be very interested in is the references one. Okay, within each of these tabs you get groups. Okay, so here's a group, here's a group, here's a group, and the name of the group is at the bottom. Sometimes when you get advanced in Word, you might need to get into sort of further settings. You'll notice that some groups, like footnotes here, has got a little pop out button there, and that takes me into the really custom settings if I wanted to get into the detail. So look out for those buttons sometimes. The other thing to bear in mind on Word is the contextual menu. So if I insert an image into the document quickly here, for my title page, just to make it look nice, I'm going to put an image of DNA in, because that's what my essay is about. I can do insert and then choose online pictures, and this is helpful because it will only choose images that don't have copyright attached to them, so that they're referenced properly. I'm just going to pick this image here, click on that, click insert, put that nice image in for me there, and it also references it for me. But if I click on an image, I get what we call the contextual tabs coming up. So those aren't there normally. Look, they've disappeared. If I click on an image, or if I click on a table, then I get tabs that appear that allow me to format that shape and format the picture. So that's how Word works. Now we're going to add some references to this, okay, and we're going to use footnotes. So let's say this sentence here, I need to reference the source. If I highlight that area and I go to my references section, I can now insert a footnote by clicking on this button. What it does is it puts a tiny little mark next to a number 1, because it's my first footnote, next to that end of that sentence, and it has created a little 1 at the bottom for me here to type my source. So I can put these footnotes in really easily. All I've got to do is select the area, okay, and choose insert footnote, and now that's going to do a number 2, and it'll always put it at the bottom of whatever that page is. So you'll build up a list at the bottom of each page. What you should do then is have a bibliography at the end, which is going to list all those sources in alphabetical order that you are putting in those footnotes. So what about formatting this to look more professional? Well, if I go back to the Home tab, you'll see I've got these things called styles, and these are a really quick and simple way to do formatting. So if I select the title there and choose title, it puts into a nice title for me. Okay, that's going to be a subtitle, and then I'm going to go through, and each of these headings is going to be heading level 1. Okay, these are all level 1 headings, all the same level. This is a level 2 heading, it's a subheading of that. Then what I can do is I can sort of fiddle around with that a little bit by going into the design area and choosing one of these options under document formatting. And you can see when I do this, things start to move around. So maybe I think, oh, this one looks quite nice. Casual, I'm going to choose that. Okay, and it makes it look like that. Or maybe I think, oh, actually I think I prefer this one or this one. Okay, so I can change the whole look of the document in just one click. I can also customize the colors as well by just choosing one of these different color palettes. So a very, very quick way to make a document look a lot better. There's also something that I like, which is justifying text. You'll notice that at the end of the of the lines, they all end at slightly different points. If you select text in a paragraph and choose on the Home tab this button here with all the straight lines called Justify, or if you use Control J on the keyboard, what it does is it makes everything align nicely to both sides, and I just think it really smartens up the look of a document. So I'm going to click Select All and justify all the text so that it all lines up nicely. Okay, so I've got these nice clear paragraphs. What's nice is if you've got a really big project which is many pages and you want to have a sort of table of contents in a Word document, as long as you've selected the levels of headings correctly, you can get it to generate a table of contents in just a couple of clicks. So really nice. So if I click here, if I want to put a table of contents in on this title page, I can go to the references section, table of contents, and just pick one of these automatic tables, and it will automatically know all those titles it will automatically know all those headings that I've selected and what level they are, and it will put in a lovely table of contents with all the page numbers there ready.